Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old one, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Thank you for your emails of confirmation, emails just sharing your stories, and emails booking readings. My readings are open. There is limited space for the 60-minute reading. Please be aware there is still someone going through the comment section here and there, pretending to be me, pretending to be a pastor, and pretending to be a friend. If it says WhatsApp me on there, if there's any response asking for a donation or soliciting a reading, it is not me. They are not a friend. They're a scammer. Please just block and report them. With that being said, the energy that I pick up on is fluid, so this can be past, oh, I was going to say that, but no, I'm doing a reading for November. Okay, so the energy can still be, you know, fluid. It still does pick up past, present, and future. However, this is going to be a timeless reading for my lovely, lovely fire signs on what is coming forward in November, okay, for the month of November. Please do remember, though, that if I say he, she, feminine or masculine, we hold these energies, all of us do. So you have to take what resonates. This reading could be for you, it could be for the person you're thinking of, another light one, or your divine counterpart. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, when I was setting up for this reading, I got two songs, and one of them was, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Proper old school 90s song. And the other one, I've now lost it. Because... do you know what? I was asking my guides, I was asking my highest resonance light team members and those who come forward for this collective reading, is this about sex? And they kind of say yes but no, because they said it's about sensuality. There's something here about Kundalini arising that is going to be activated for fire signs this November, because I was told rather than sexuality, it's sensuality, okay? Because the other song that was coming through was you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. So there's definitely got study and wisdom upside down, okay? There's an energy of somebody, while this activation is happening for a light one, someone who is a fire sign, okay? So that is my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittariuses. There's something about your Kundalini arising that is going to be quite magnetic to other people, okay, and how you're standing in your sensuality as well as you get to know yourself more, because your Kundalini arising is your roots, your root chakra, but your root chakra is about stability, it is about safety, it's about material things, you know, our identity, but it's also your central core, you know, so it is to do with sex, but it's more to do with knowing yourself, what you like, what you don't like, your body, loving your body also. Now what we'd like to come out, and we've got authenticity. I love this, okay? So this November is very much, again, like I said, it's getting to know thyself. With this being in green, this Kundalini, excuse me, this Kundalini arising is going to access parts of your heart space that may have been closed before. I heard it's going to clean it out, because I see a feather. I'm seeing someone, it's almost like someone using a feather, rather than a feather duster, an actual feather to move away debris and things like that, okay? There's something here about how we access, it is linked to sex, but it's not linked to sex as in sexual intercourse. That's more, that's kind of like a byproduct, if that makes sense. This is more about how we get to know ourselves, how we stand confidently while we're going through this Kundalini arising, finding what we like, especially when it comes to knowing our body, okay? And I know that this can be a sensitive topic to some when it comes to, you know, for example, pleasuring yourself or knowing what you like, what you don't like in that aspect, but that is, again, only a part of it, because authenticity says, who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. There's something here about linking, something to do with romance, sexual partners, but also yourself, being confident in yourself, feeling sexy in yourself, feeling, I heard, good enough and worthy enough as well, because we do have a stigma when it comes to finding a partner that if, you know, that we don't really talk about sex, especially, and this will not be for every woman, but there is it's almost like a generalization that we don't talk about our sexual needs. We don't talk about our internal needs in that way. Because I heard trauma for someone. There may be also, as we are going through the season of Scorpio, Scorpio is about intimacy, it is about sex, it's also about mystery, and it's also about releasing negative emotions or negative things that we've repressed. So there's something here about trauma that is linked to our Kundalini arising that's going to open up that heart space for us as well. Okay, because I heard the truth of the matter is, and then you've got study. Okay, whenever I think of study or studious, or I see a pair of glasses and blah 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 blah, I think of Aquarius. So this is your 11th house. This is about how you think outside the box when it comes to knowing thyself. So it's pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit, but this is also to do with friends and circles and how we socialize and how we also study, because it says here, let my mind be clear and strong, let me study well and long. This is all about learning about yourself, okay, because you've got creativity. I love this. There's something here about looking at our identity. And when I say our identity, I'm talking about when we look at how we set certain identities when we're in a relationship. So when you look at your previous partners, whether this is for you, the person you're thinking of, another light one, or your divine counterpart, how did you show up in each of those relationships? And that's not said with judgment or anything like that, because we all learn as we go through, you know, different relationships, what boundaries are healthy, how to set them, how to say no as a full sentence, and how to show up in that relationship as a separate person from the other. Because, you know, if you have trauma in, you know, whether it's big, small, you know, round, square, whatever, sometimes it can, for some people, like for example for myself in previous relationships before I was empowered, my identity would disappear, and I would let the other person's identity, their music, their likes, the food they wanted, where they wanted to go, how they dressed, bleed into mine, and then there was no separation between who I was and they were, you know. And it wasn't until I empowered myself that I began to learn who I was. And that will connect in with, you know, when you are intimate with somebody, you're learning about who you are, what you like, what you want, how you express yourself, and how you connect soul to soul. So there's a lot here, especially with creativity, by all above and by all below. Let me connect, let creativity flow. So this is also your sacral chakra, which is interesting because I went to light this candle and it went out. Okay, and this has given me a sign that there's something here, especially with that Aquarian energy coming through, of, you know, thinking outside of the box, creatively, when it went creatively, I can't say the word today, especially when it comes to obstacles or problems, of how you work around that. There's an energy here this November of taking, it's almost like taking the bull by the horns. If there's something that you need to release, if there's something that you're working on, and this is very much coming, like I said, this is to do with looking at intimacy, sex, previous partners, and with that mystery coming in, that is where it's linked to your Kundalini energy, because your Kundalini arising, as that arises, and as you clear blockages, not only from your root going all the way up, as you work through this month of November, it's going to give you that opportunity to access greater gifts, especially your spiritual gifts, whether that is your foresight, your dream downloads, the way that you connect in mediumship skills, whether you do tarot, whether it's your claircognizance. Those things are going to become stronger, especially as you start working more on with your root space, with that is just with how you connect to sex, or how you connect to intimacy, and looking at past relationships in whether or not you had autonomy. And if you didn't have autonomy, did you have time, or did you have opportunity to go back and get closure from that and heal from that? Because this is when things that are repressed are going to come back up again. Okay, so that was very long-winded for just 2 cards, wasn't it? Let's see what else wants to come out. And we have here, safe home. I cast this circle round about. Safety now is beyond a doubt. And this is green. And you have to remember that your heart can be a tangible you know, something that you can touch like a building, or it's also to do with your heart space, because you know your home is where your heart is, and you both have greens coming out here. Okay, so this is also talking about your fourth house, which is ruled by Cancer. Okay, so have a look at what sits in your fourth house, because it will help you also to understand the foundations of how we then create relationships as we grow older also, because it has been my belief for a very long time that up until the age of 10, maybe a little bit older, the things that happen to us within those first 10 years, they are our building blocks that create either biases in negative or positive. They are, you know, the looking glass that gives us that connection between who we are and how we connect with the wider community around us. Okay, so this safe home is also, again, it's reiterating and bringing confirmation to look back at previous relationships. Look at the first relationship that you had. Look at the relationships that your caregivers had. Is there anything that they passed down that was positive? Was there anything that they passed down that wasn't positive, that we're still holding on to, that we need to release this month of November? And you've also got, yeah, because look, you've got letting go upside down and creativity. Now it says on here, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again, and it's upside down. Now the thing is as well, is that what I did feel when I was connecting and setting up for this channeling is that there is the energy of us, the collective consciousness, going through this Kundalini arising, this, you know, getting to know ourselves, connecting relationships and how we have autonomy in the relationship, in how we have intimacy, how we have, you know, sex and so on and so forth. But there's also this other energy over here trying to push towards, because the songs that came out are about sex. But I was told by my highest resonance light team members and by the collective consciousnesses highest resonance light team members, but it's not just about sex, which is telling me that there's this opposing energy, or this energy that is trying to get into a light ones, which is just obsessed or has a laser focus on sexual intercourse, or, you know, being intimate in that way. But I heard it's gratification for them. Okay, why did I get that? Yeah, somebody who doesn't know this light one, or somebody who's been ill-informed about this light one, or wants to know more about this light one. And with that creativity coming out again, with it being in purple, this is somebody who is trying to think outside the box in how they can psychically come towards a light one, or psychically manipulate a light one, or block a light one. And it may actually be blocking them from having their Kundalini arising. Tell me more, please, about this opposing energy. And you got some, there you go. Sensuality comes out, there you go. And it says on here, your freedom flowing from far away, I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Because this is, and especially when you look at that number condensed down to 3, this is about expansion, okay? So the theme that's running through for November for fire signs, my Aries, my Leo and my Sagittarius, is about connecting to your sensuality. However, you do have this opposing energy of somebody looking at you like you are, somebody looking at you like you're a tasty treat, so to speak, okay? But I heard the word nasty. So not all of those who will be looking at you as like you're a tasty treat have the right, what's the word? Right intentions, okay? Yeah, because look what's underneath, peace. And it says, Bridget Goddess, in your sacred name, a light within me, peace is flame. Now, if you can hear scraping or scratching, there are builders just outside my window, okay, because I'm not on the first floor, so they're on scaffolding. So if any noise comes in, if it gets too loud, I'll shorten the reading, okay, because I know sometimes that noise can be quite disruptive. Now, what would you like me to take out? 1 or 2? You want to go for this one? Yeah. Oh, I've been told to go over here. Okay, so let's have a look. Can I get a little bit more information, please? Now, let's see. Let's see what wants to come out for November. Well, I heard bank loans. Why did I hear bank loans? Bank loans, and then contract comes out. Okay, where would you like me to put this? 1, 2 or 3? Here. So 6 is about balance, okay, but it's also about give and take. So this here, there's something here, especially with that energy I said that was kind of trying to push in, almost like you are a meal. There's something here about trying to offer you something with the intention of coming forward with some sort of sexual energy, okay? And you've got woman holding the coin and it's in reverse, okay? Where do I want to put this one? Here. Oh, okay, so this November, there's been there will be, or there is about to be, some sort of attempt to either rock your foundations, or actually something to do with your home, because this is about the heart space as well. And this is my witchcraft card, okay? This lovely lady holding a coin with her little lucky cat. But with it being upside down, this person has either paid to have something sent towards a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or because that 42 condensed down to 6, again, this is about give and take. Something didn't give is what I'm hearing, okay? And for some reason I'm getting two different energies here, because I heard couple. Why did I hear couple? Why did I hear couple? Okay, so you've got financial constraints. Where do you want me to put this one? Here. And then you've got the goddess of the moon in reverse. Now, why did I get the goddess of the moon? I've been told to get one more. There's something here about, especially when it comes to your authenticity, someone's trying to put some sort of block in, and this is not just to do with your Kundalini arising, this is to do with abundance, because they're linked. Everything that we do, especially when it comes to healing, will either raise our vibrations or lower them. And if you are raising your vibrations, you are then going to be matching with different parts of the law of abundance, because I've said it before, you know, the higher that you raise your vibrations, the more you're matching with the line of abundancy. However, depending on what we're still holding on to is what we will then get matched when it comes to the law of abundance. And someone here, there's something here about trying to out someone for being broke, or someone who's saying something about you, because someone's saying something about about your authenticity. Okay, tell me more about this. Ooh, wee. Now this came out, this actually went upside down and then went this way. Okay, Harvest. This is about, wow, when you look at her and how she's dancing and the colours that she's got around her, okay, orange for the sacral, yellow for your solar plexus, green for your heart space, and she's wearing purple, which is for your crown chakra. Now, this is somebody, whoever this is, something failed, okay, because it's this way. There was something here about trying to block an expansion from coming in, and this harvest is yours, whether this is you, the person you're thinking of, another light one, or your divine counterpart. But you have someone here who is triggered by your authenticity and also by your growth, because look, it says you are good enough. There's someone here who has been placing doubt. There's some, because I heard sneaky. Someone's trying to be very sneaky in how they place mind manipulation, and they're doing it very subtly in placing like a tiny little seed of doubt, so that when it comes to you either attempting to connect to the repressed parts of us that sit in our shadow, especially this month when we're talking about intimacy, sex, mystery, releasing negative emotions, anything that may be attached to that. There's something here with being outed for doing this, or trying another tactic, because especially with financial constraints there, someone's trying to say that you are either inauthentic, or that the abundancy that you have or that you're lining up towards isn't true, okay? And they've been outed for this. They've been doing this in the dark, because you've got 52 condensed down to a 7. There's lies that have been said, okay? But you've got here, you are good enough, all right? And that is full moon in Virgo. Okay, that's about manifesting the things that you've been working hard at, because it's almost like the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is literally looking at those seeds that you've planted and watching how far they've grown, how big they've got, how much you've accumulated from them. And that can be something that that can be a business venture, or that could literally be heart healing, and you have a lot of green coming through here. Okay, now this one also wanted to come out, and you've got your 4th house. Okay, so it says your home base or family support, what makes you feel secure. Interesting. Should I put this one here? Yes or no? Here. Okay, interesting. So this month of November, there's something going on with foundations, because your 4th house, it's ruled by Cancer. It is about the matriarch and the feminine energies in the family. So sister, mother, auntie, grandmother, mother-in-law, the matriarch. but it's also to do with your emotions and how you connect that to your family. And if we're looking at, for example, your Kundalini arising and how we heal that root space of, you know, past trauma or past experiences, because your root space or your root chakra is the first one that is created in utero. We only have that one until we're about 10 or maybe just a little bit older. So we perceive everything from that root space, which is why your root chakra is about safety and security. It's about stability and identity. Okay, it's not until we're a little bit older that we start to create our sacral chakra, and then we create our solar plexus and so on and so forth. So love is also perceived from there as well as from your heart space. But what happens with your root chakra is it's those subtleties when it comes to how we receive and give love, how we create our identity or how we lose it in certain relationships or in certain experiences. So with the 4th house coming out and with this woman holding the coin upside down, there is definitely a link also to childhood, looking at how we create autonomy, how our voices are heard or not heard, are dismissed or valued. And there is somebody in the family, because you've got safe home, you've then got woman holding the coin, and you've also got your 4th house. So this is why this is coming back to the 4th house. If you are, if this resonates for you, if this reading resonates for you, have a look at what sits in your 4th house, because it will give you a lot of clarity on how you deal with family issues, dysfunction, with looking back at traumatic times in your childhood, because we all hold trauma. You know, being neglected is trauma, but also having your voice dismissed over and over and over again when you're a child, that causes trauma as well. So it doesn't matter if your trauma is really big or really small, it all leaves an imprint, if that makes sense. So there is a push here to go back, especially to look at family ties, at that first view of what a relationship is between the caregivers and yourself, whether that's your mother and father, whether that's your grandparents, whoever it was that was raising you and protecting you and teaching you your first, you know, your first lessons as children. There's something here about going back and having a look at this. Now, with the woman holding the coin in reverse and safe home, there's definitely somebody either in the family or somebody connected to the family that at this November is sending something or has paid to do something, but with it in reverse, it's not working. It's not going to work out for them. It's just not going to work out for them. You also have a masculine energy, and remember, we hold both feminine and masculine, so take it as it resonates. But there is definitely a masculine energy here that wishes to give something. Okay, now I need to figure out whether this is a toxic masculine or this is a, you know, a divine masculine. Please tell me, toxic or divine? Toxic or divine? Let's have a look what comes out. Oh, so you've got a divine masculine here. Divine masculine. Okay, so this person may be looking at you like you're a meal. Okay, but this isn't the one that just wants to eat you up and spit you out, if that makes sense, because you have got Medusa in reverse. So this is peace. This is someone who makes peace with the rage within, that makes peace with, you know, the shadow parts of them. Okay, because I heard healing process. Somebody, okay, so this is a good contract. Woo-wee, I love this. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about this contract with the divine masculine, please and thank you. And it says, oh, I love it. November's going to be good for you guys, fire signs. I love this because that is blossoming abundance. Do you want me to take this? No. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about who it is that is casting jazz? Because at the back you've got divine lineage. It's somebody in the family or someone linked to the family that actually does not have a divine lineage. Okay? Because I heard they want yours. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Please, please, please. This is an interesting read. Okay. Because I just heard the song, don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Okay, why did I hear that song? I just can't control my feet. Okay, so someone here may be meeting their divine counterpart, or there's something that's going to be activated within a soul contract this November. And I'm getting celebration and like music. So I don't know if this is going to be at some sort of event, if you know, a light one's going to be going out to a party or a bar or some sort of celebration. They're going to bump into the divine counterpart in person. Whoa, because you've got here artificial heart in reverse. Okay, where would you like me to place this? Here? I'm going to place this over here. There's somebody in the family or someone connected to the family that was able to see the genuine, how authentic, this comes back to being authentic, and how genuine this light one was as a child. Okay, there was something about their heart space as a child, because I heard, I don't like it, throw it away. There was jealousy coming here. There was jealousy. Yeah, oh, there was a lot of jealousy. Okay, because you've got level up in reverse. And there's something about putting some sort of heart block in this light one as a child to stop, to slow down or stop their ascension. Because I'm getting ascendant master energy as well. Okay, but tell me more. Tell me more. Why this November? What's happening this November? Okay, so you've got Uranus. Okay, and or Uranus, however we say it. Okay, but this is giving me that whoever this person here, there's going to be some sort of surprise, whether that, because I heard chaos, there may be some sort of confrontation, there may be calling out of this person for what they've done, they may slip up, okay, or there's something about their mask falling, or something befalling on them for what they've done, because they've done this, or they've been doing this, or doing the most for an extremely long time. Okay, and I heard for some of you, because you've got to remember this is not a personal reading, for some it's unbeknownst to you. It's unbeknownst to you because it says an unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Okay, and with that blue, there's going to be some sort of calling out, communication, something along those lines, where this person is outed for what they've done, or they're just going to be, something bad's going to happen to them. Okay, something bad is going to happen to them for what they have done to a light one. Where would you like me to place this? I've been told to put that smack bang on top of that woman there. Okay, and can I be told more about this divine counterpart, please and thank you? I just can't control my feet. And you've got patience upside down. There's someone who's very impatient. It may, I don't know if this is the divine counterpart who's impatient in meeting this light one, or if this is some sort of impatience here in wishing to heal quicker, so that it quickens the process, if that makes sense. Or someone being frustrated that their abundance hasn't come in, or they haven't met their divine counterpart of yet. Okay, let's take this. Yes or no? No. Okay. Tell me a little bit more. Let's have a look. And we have here the sun. Where would you like me to place this? Over here. Okay, so this is going to come to light, because I've been saying over here that someone's been speaking ill. Someone's been talking about a light one's finances, or fire signs, finances, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's something here about the way that you accumulate money, or the way that you accumulate abundance. Okay, and with that sun card, someone here may be either finding out that they're pregnant, and it's not just that. The pregnancy can either be actually with child, or someone here will come up with an extremely, what's the word, wealthy idea. Okay, because I do believe that our ideas, when we have those aha moments, when you have that innovative idea to create something, or to take the idea that you have and then expand it into an actual business, or something that you can make financial gain from, you know, that's going to help others, that helps to light you up as well, that these ideas are sentient, that the divine, the cosmos, you know, universal life force, whatever you wish to name it, places that with you, because you are the best vessel to bring that into a tangible reality, to birth that into life. Which is why when we sit on ideas and, you know, a year goes past, you find out someone on the other side of the world has had the exact same idea as you, but they birthed that into life and we sat on it. Okay, but there's something here of either finding out that you're pregnant, or a light one is pregnant, finding out, for example, that your partner is pregnant, or this idea coming to you, whether it's through a dream download, whether you are, you know, sitting in a coffee shop and all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, and you put all those dots together. Something beautiful is coming in, but there's someone here, and this is a family member who's either been slandering the name, has been, you know, going through the rumour mill, trying to kind of get people to turn away from this light one. Because I heard, I cast it upon you. And when I hear, I cast it upon you. Please and thank you. Tell me. I cast it upon you. And you've got 5th house. Yeah, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art. See? Do it dramatically. Now, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art, and do it dramatically. Your 5th house is ruled by Leo. Here you go, my Leos. But it's also the house of romance, love, and drama. So it's about how we deal with confrontation, whether we, you know, match that energy and create more chaos, or how we sidestep it and, you know, allow the other person to dig a hole. And there's something here about this November. There is going to be some sort of event, okay, where this light one, this fire sign, is going to either meet, bump into, walk past their divine counterpart, and at the same time you have this energy of a family member. They don't want this to happen, okay? There's something about either them knowing who your divine counterpart is, or sending something to keep an illusion or some sort of veil over this fire sign from knowing who their divine counterpart is, while also going through the rumour mill and spreading gossip and things like that to do with your creativity, to do with your downloads, to do with your authenticity. Okay, why? Well, look, you've got giving and receiving. They're getting their karma. And the reason why is because they know that you're blessed, because they know that there's an opportunity coming to you that's going to come to you in I heard in a really a strange fashion or an unexpected fashion. But they also know this gift is also going to be monetary of some sort, okay? And they don't like it. And if I place that there as well, it's because this divine counterpart, blossoming abundance, again, abundance can be whatever it is that resonates with you, because abundance isn't just about money and wealth. Abundance is love. Abundance of, you can have abundance of shoes, you know. It's what resonates with you. But with that 3 in expansion, whoever this divine counterpart is for you, especially with 5th house coming out as well, this is giving me romance. But it's not just romance, there's business in here. It's how this light one and their divine counterpart are going to work together. I heard in birthing a new light. Wowee. Tell me more about this family member, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Any more from this deck? Which one? This one. Okay, planets. Family members, inspire. This is Neptune, and it says inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. So with Neptune as well, and with this communications, this is somebody who sees themselves as what's the word, worthy of your blessings, or seeing it as, well, they had to work really hard, they had to sacrifice certain things, so they don't see any which way in taking what is yours, you know, especially with that yielding is the only way to. There's something here about them wishing to control the narrative of someone else's life, and also, you know, be prepared to sacrifice for. This is also because I heard stranger things, but stranger, it's almost like when you find out who this is, or if this comes to head, that you're going to be surprised. And I heard, but not that surprised. But whoever this person is feels like there's an energy of them being a matriarch, or someone who is an advice giver, or someone that people go to so they can get advice. But it's almost like this person also likes the gossip. They like the drama of whatever issues or problems people are bringing to them. They eat that up. Because I had a drama whore. Okay, excuse my language. That's not my words. That was the messages that came through. And this person, I heard, they don't like it, that this light one, this fire sign, is too independent. Okay, so there's something here about wanting to take what you have because they never had the they see it as they never had the opportunity to have what you have. Anything else? Anything else, please? Anything else? General messages now, please. General messages, please come out. Change decks. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay, and then you've got 11th house coming out. Freedom, associations, your circle of friends. So this is letting you know that as you go through this month, there may be some bumps here and there, okay? But this is very much about getting to know yourself. It's getting to connect with your Kundalini energy. But as you're releasing things, you know, as we release energies, it also means that we're releasing parts of us, our identity, that no longer resonate with us. And whoever this person is over here, especially with letting go being upside down, they don't want to let go of the part of your identity that no longer resonates with you, which is why they're also sending things. Okay, because there's something here about taking your abundance, your the way that you connect to the law of abundance, by holding you either in a timeline or a part of your identity that no longer is authentic to you, because you've also got your circle of friends. Okay, there's someone here that either is a co-conspirator or is one of those people that still goes back and kind of shares problems with whoever this person is in the family, okay, but also likes the gossip too. Okay, so you've got alchemy here and you've got alone in the world. Alchemy and alone in the world. So there's something here also about this person. At some point you may have gone and lent on them as a shoulder to cry on. They may, because for some reason I'm getting a real kind of like a matriarchy kind of energy, auntie, the one that you go and, you know, ask advice for, the one that, you know, cooks the meals and things like that, a real motherly energy. But you have to take it as it resonates. But there may have been, because I heard betrayal, because you've got happy family here, 4, so this is definitely to do with family. I heard keeping up pretenses. Whoever this person is keeps up the pretense. But with that Sun card coming out as well, this is going to be shown. Okay, I heard dramatically this is going to be shown. Okay, especially with it sitting right next to the 5th house. Is there anything else that wants to come out before I go? I heard advice, new deck. Okay, what deck would you like me to get? Can I take 1, 2? Which one? That one. Interesting. Okay. So this may be someone that you are not talking to anymore, or there may be the result of, you know, whenever there is this outing or this dramatic, whatever it is, that there may be communications cut afterwards, because I heard hurt feelings. However, with giving and receiving with Mayat, there is a part of this being a blessing in that you are going to get to see the other side of whoever this family member is. And, you know, things don't happen, as much as, you know, it sounds very cheesy, things don't happen without reason. Okay, and everything happens in divine timing. So if you have a family member that you are still speaking to, and then it's outed that they've been doing all these shitty things, and you decide that you no longer wish to speak to this person, or this person has shut down and doesn't want to speak to you, you have to take it as divine guidance that, you know, any towers that do come towards us, they are a lesson that the cosmos is teaching us. And with this communication upside down, this is almost like saying, you need to either cut ties, you need to walk away, or you need that space to kind of look in retrospect at whether or not this person is someone you want to keep on your path. Okay, now for others, this may be someone that you no longer speak to. This may be someone that you've already walked away from, and this is confirmation that you needed, because you've also got direction. Yeah, because I was just saying, walking on the same path. This person maybe the rumor mill, or maybe that gossiper, because they no longer can manipulate or control like they did before, if that makes sense. Because this person gives off like that covert narcissist energy of needing to be in control the whole time, so that the gentle gaslighting and the gentle trauma bonding and things like that. But you've also got fortuitous and direction. Removing this person, or at least seeing them for who they are, is the most fortuitous thing for you, because then you can decide which direction you are going to take that doesn't include somebody who is trying to hold you back. Okay, now can I have a little bit more on the divine counterpart before I go? And you've got sensitivity. There's something here within the month of November, as we're going through this Kundalini arising, it's going to make you a lot more sensitive to their energies. So when you have this interaction of, you know, meeting them or walking past them, it's almost like that spidey sense that you're going to know it's them. And this also can be, for some reason, some of you, and it won't be for many, but for some of you this may be in dream state. You may actually meet them in dream state, see their face. Okay, and I saw like you know, the road signs, like In America, they have the road signs right at the top. There's something here about seeing an address and waking up and writing it down, because that might actually be where you meet them, or that might be where they live. Okay, because look, affirmation. Boom. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you, this was a lot longer than I thought it would be. I hope this gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, my lovely fire signs, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Anyone looking for a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box down below. With that being said, I hope you have an awesome November and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.